Alright, so the other day I talked about Robinhood Gold and what it offers for that $5 a month subscription. Now today I'm going to be talking about M1 Finance and what they offer in regards to their borrow, spend, and M1 Plus. So starting off with M1 Borrow. So borrow at one of the lowest rates at 3.5%. Now you have to have $10,000 invested, which is a much bigger step than Robinhood, but you can borrow up to 35% of your portfolio at 3.5%, which is quite a bit cheaper than Robinhood's 5%. Now, if you get M1 Plus, you can borrow at 2%, which is even much cheaper than that. So that is an interesting thing. We'll be looking at that in a minute, but they almost advertise this as if they're competing with a bank. You know, it says you can basically use this as a loan to refinance other debt, remodel your house, so on and so forth. So kind of interesting there. But let's move on to the spend category. Now, as you guys know, I invest every penny in my brokerage accounts. I don't care to hold on to cash. If I was going to do that, I would do it in my checking account, which is almost 2%. So it's higher than these 1% and less brokerage accounts. But basically, these guys are offering 1%. You could get up to 2% cash back this summer if you join their M1 Plus. And that's how you get double points, but you have to spend money to make money there. Obviously you're losing money overall because you're spending it, but that is an option if you want to use this instead of, say, your bank debit card. Now that is another thing too. Usually credit cards offer cash back and not debit cards, so if you do go this route, it might actually be smarter than using your normal bank debit card. I know mine doesn't offer cash back, so yeah, something to consider there. Now it says keep your cash more available, always have cash on hand for the right opportunity. It's for M1 Plus. It says choose when to invest and even make changes midday, so that's for that extra trading window. Faster access to your money, so you get immediate access to funds and invest, borrow, or spend through instant transfers. So it's kind of like Robinhood's. You get instant access to your money, and then if you get Plus here, you get a lower borrow rate and one stop for your finances. So again, it's almost as if they're competing with a bank here, having all these things that they offer. So let's go on to the M1 Plus tab. Now looking at M1 Plus here, like we said, you get the cheaper borrow rate, 1% APY and 1% cash back, maybe 2% this summer or something, that they were like doing a little deal there. But then you also get that afternoon trade window. It's $40 a year, which is much cheaper than Robinhood's $5 a month. This is about $3 a month. So I don't know, if you're kind of a longer term investor like me, and both platforms definitely work for you, this one is kind of more in your favor if you're going to be signing up for one of the programs. It's cheaper. It seems like this one offers better rates, and you can borrow at a cheaper rate as well. So definitely something to take a look at if you are unsure of a brokerage firm yet, or maybe want to transfer. You can always transfer brokerage firms if you felt like you made the wrong choice, kind of thing. So in a nutshell, let's look at them all together. In my opinion, I won't be able to really take advantage of M1 Borrow obviously for quite some time until you have 10,000 invested, but as far as M1 Plus, it's not really worth it in my opinion for what I'm doing. I'm not going to need this 1% APY or 1% cash back, and I can't use the borrow feature yet. And like I said earlier, the afternoon trade window really doesn't matter to me. I'm dollar cost averaging it in the market. Whether it's in the morning or afternoon isn't really going to make much of a difference to me. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the video though. This was just kind of a walkthrough of what M1 Finance offers compared to Robinhood Gold. Hopefully you guys got a little bit out of it. Any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.